I'm a quiet person that draws, and that's about it. That's the bottom line. All of this is me trying to add on to my drawings to cope with life and having life, and trying to be honest. And brutally honest is difficult, but it is good for you. It's way, especially for guys, because they don't really talk, you know. It's dealing with shyness and insecurity is what fuels a lot of the stuff that I do, obviously, and it gives me strength. But then it gets to the point now where people would say, you know, are you that painter? And like you feel your heart starting to flutter in your chest, and you're like, yes, you know, it's like that's something that I can't get used to, because it's not me. And I've had a lot of years to think about this. You know, what's more important, or what is the center? Is it who you are or what you do? And that's it's been a big battle for me. You know, I don't mind that being out there and they can look at that, but I find it difficult with people being so supportive and friendly. It's almost hard to handle the niceness of people. It's like, it's embarrassing, but a good embarrassing, but it's like, I'd rather be away somewhere and hear about it than be up front and saying, this is what I do. You know, because what I do is my front, that's the front. I think that years ago, definitely when it started to get fucking busier, I found it really difficult handling people saying, oh, I like what you do, or I really like what you do. And that was because what I do is a coping thing. It's an emotional thing. It's very personal. It was never meant for anybody else. And that's a strange thing. I never ever did it for somebody else. I did it for myself always, because it was like a shield around me. And I've had to adjust massively to life with that part of it, with people who, and they mean well, and it's fantastic, but it's handling that popularity, because I'm a shy person. All my life I've been so shy. The galleries and my art, what's happened with those has put more pressure on my anxiety and the way I am, and I have to find other ways away from it to sort of like keep myself calm. And it's a very unusual situation. It's extremely unusual, because I painted and I sketched always to hide behind it and for comfort and for look at this, not me. And then it became, people started walking around behind those drawings going, so you're the artist then? And that's very difficult to deal with. It's really difficult, because then you start changing and your nerves start changing to try and handle what way you think you should be to handle that. And you end up lost. You start to lose your identity. Who actually am I? You start losing your way. So sometimes what people think is a great thing, it isn't that great, because I'm a quiet person that draws, and that's about it. That's the bottom line. I'm a quiet, shy person, and I express myself and help myself by drawing, which gives me calmness and just calmness, and something sort of like, sometimes when I couldn't say what I felt, or I couldn't express myself, or I was too shy to say it. But you sort of draw it down, you sort of leave it there, and it's like people can see it there. And it's a way of sort of getting it across without saying, by the way, it's how I feel. So it was always like a coping, it helped me mentally and emotionally. And then it became where we are now, which is a whole different world that I wasn't cut out for. I wasn't cut out for people to say, I follow your work, isn't it great? And all these, when I hear that, my heart just flutters. And I wish it was better at handling that. I wish it was better at saying, oh, thanks very much, that's great. No, do you want to do this here? No, I just want to run. Because the people that come into the galleries and the stories that I hear, and it does lift me and keep me going because of what it means to people. As I said before, it's never ever, I got this to go with the curtains, or this will go with our carpet. We've really powerful stories, and good, bad, and different, from comfort to confidence, come through the doors of the gallery. And it's when I hear those stories, it's like it's such an honor that they put that trust in me and that they believe in what I do and trust in what I do, and that's a huge honor. And I do feel that I do keep going and do what I do for myself and for them. Like, we're all in this together. It's all the same. We're all the same, and I just think that people find with my work maybe a way of showing how they feel sometimes without having to say it. But this is heavy stuff today.